Hey everybody, welcome to my video. My name is 11th Hour, and I am currently the #1 ranked player in Infinity Wars. I've been playing for about 5 months or so, and it was a grind to get to the top. I had to take a lot of people down kicking and screaming, and a lot of yo-yoing back and forth for a long time. Didn't think I was going to be able to get there, but managed to do it. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys, especially the new players that came in with the gold launch of Infinity Wars, about why I think this is one of the best games, TCG-wise, that's come out in a long, long time, and how I sort of view it, maybe some tips to help you climb the rank ladder and maybe have some of the same success that I have. The first thing I want to talk to you about is my take on the game. I played Magic the Gathering for a long, long time. I started with beta right around 94 and made it to the MTG Pro Tour. Played that for a while and then just sort of gave up on it. It got stale and old to me. That being said, when I came across this, and it was a brand new concept, one of the first things that jumped out at me was the simultaneous turns. And then I sort of compared it to Magic, although any TCG is going to have a lot of Magic influence in it. The simultaneous turns and the animated cards really got me. Most TCGs, digital or real world, are just carbon copies of Magic. And why I got bored with Magic is Magic ended up, to me anyway, my take on it was like a mix of fantasy meets poker. I have my hand, you have your hand. I lay down my cards, you have a chance to react to my cards. Are you going to see my bet, fold, or raise? It's a game based on reactions, and you have a reaction to everything that you do. At any point, you can interrupt your opponent and play, I don't know, a counter spell or an instant spell. Anything that your opponent does, he's always looking to you for permission to do it. Such is not the case with this game. This game is a mix of, let's say, fantasy meets chess. With this game, it's all about the mind games and the simultaneous turns. Everything that you do, you have to be one step ahead of your opponent because your turns happen at the same time. You don't get to see what he's playing for that turn until everything resolves. That being said, you have to play your deck to the best of your ability and be able to kind of play your opponent's deck against them. Sort of be able to outthink your opponent. When you lay down cards and a turn resolves, your opponent sees what you played. Then you have to switch sides and sort of think, okay, well, if I was playing against me, what would I throw out? What would I do? What would I expect the other guy to do? And it's very chess-like. There's no, well, I played this, is that okay? It's quite the opposite, which is one of the reasons why I fell in love with it. That being said, one of the best tips that I can give to any new player coming into the game, or at least one of the best strategies, is learn every card in the game. That being said, if you know what cards are in the meta, then you know what to expect your opponent to play. For example, let's take a look at Mass Death here. Mass Death is a staple of every COV player's deck. It's just one of those Wrath of God cards that if you're not playing it, there's no reason why you shouldn't be. So taking a look at it, it costs 6 resources to play. It has a 2 purity cost. That's really important to pay attention to these things. If it has a 2 purity cost, and your opponent's playing a deck that, say, has 2 Flamed On, 1 COV as their commanders, then turn 6, you don't have to worry about a Mass Death because you know that they can't possibly run it in their deck. It takes 2 purity to do it, and they only have 1. However, if they're running 2 COV commanders and 1 Flamed On commander, turn 6, if you're pushing hard into the attack zone, you might want to think about pulling your troops back. It's probably going to happen for you. The best way to get familiar with cards in the current meta is to just go into normal play and play. You don't have to worry about losing rank, and you can see a bunch of different decks, or at least a lot of the most popular builds. Granted, everybody's going to build their deck a little different or play it a little different, but you're going to get a feel for what cards you can expect and what turns you can kind of expect them on. Alright, so I'm going to beat up on a Genesis Industries guy here real quick. Just a fun little deck that I have. It's by no means really that great in ranked, but you know, it's fun. One of the other things that I really like about this game is the trading post down in the corner. Don't forget about the trading post. It can be your best friend in the game. Unlike Magic, let's say you have a card in your hand that, you know, you don't really need that card right now. Let's leave it up to shuffling back in and getting something else. A luck of the draw kind of deal. You can do that. Let's say that you wish you could draw an extra card. Okay, go to the trading post, spend 5 resources, get another card. You can also mulligan on turn 1, same as just about any other TCG that I know of. And you can increase your resource pool once you cap out pretty much. 9 resources is where you can buy an extra resource for your turns. 10 resources is the regular cap, barring you don't have any wealthy nobles or anything that's going to pump that cap. Another great tip is the trading post. If you are on turn 5 and you don't have anything in your hand, let's just say that you have a bunch of cards that cast on 6 resources or higher, and there's nothing for you to do with your resources that turn, why not spend 5 resources, get an extra card in your hand? With any trading card game that I've ever played, hand advantage is key. The guy that's got the most cards has the better advantage. If I've got 8 cards, I've got 8 different answers for what you're doing versus your 2 cards. If I only have 2 cards and you have 8 and you make a play, well, boy, it's kind of 50-50. I don't have all these answers in my hand or opportunities available to me. So never forget about the trading post and use the heck out of it. I'm sure that over time, a lot of you are going to find that you don't realize how you ever lived without a trading post. I know that it saved my butt on more than one occasion, and anytime that I have spare resources and nothing really to do, I always look to the trading post just so I don't waste a turn or just waste the resources. I might as well get something. One of the other cool things about this game is the fact that, I mean, I know all of you guys probably know by now, but the cards are animated. The board, it's animated. This is crazy. I absolutely love it. You can buy different battlefields. You can hear my fat dog drink in the background while I make this. That's fun too. But no, you saw there where I changed my location, so it changed the complete look of the battlefield, which is awesome. Another thing that's awesome is apparently my dog is dehydrated and she's going to drink for an hour behind me. So if you can hear that, I'm sorry. Apparently she's done now, so that's good. No, it adds such a feel to the game that no other game has, where I really feel like I am in charge of, I'm the general of this army. I have my commanders and I'm sending them out. I can change how the board looks, the feel of it. I feel like I'm in control. Maybe it's just me, but if it is, I'm okay with that. Anyway, I hope that you found at least something in this video useful. Again, my name's 11th Hour in game. Feel free to PM me with any questions you may have. I'm always around to help, and I will help you in any way that I possibly can. Again, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to making another one in the future for you guys. Thanks a lot.